Welcome back. In the previous lecture, we learned how to use CSS media queries to make our swiper.js slider responsive. Now, let's take it a step further and explore how to adjust the slider options based on different screen sizes. Swiper.js provides a powerful feature called breakpoints that allows us to define different slider configuration for specific screen widths. By utilizing breakpoints, we can optimize the slider's behavior and appearance to suit different devices. Let's dive into the code and see how we can adjust the slider options for different screen sizes. First, as always, make sure that you have this structure already completed in your HTML, and you also have initialized your swiper class, and in the CSS you have the basic code. Let me remove all of the media queries that I have added so far. Okay, so make sure you have this basic style. All right, now let's add some options in this object. First option would be slides per view is equal to 1 and add space between 20. Save it and let's preview it in the browser. Reload it. So you can see that it is still same like always. It is showing one slide per view and there is a space of 20 between every slide. That you can see this is the gap. You can increase the gap like maybe 80 pixels. Now you can see that the gap is huge. You can also increase the slides per view like maybe 7. Now there are 7 slides. Okay, but let me make it 1 for now. Now at the end of this configuration object, I will add some breakpoints by using the breakpoint property, and it will take an object as the value, and within that we will add the properties. Every property would be the width or breakpoint that we want to add. So I want to specify when window width is greater than or equal to 600. For that I will add 600 and the value would be an object, and within that I will change the slides per view from 1 to 2, but space would stay space would be changed to 30. Okay, save it and let's preview. You can see that right now we have 2 slides. So now with that setting, for all of the bigger screens and for the screens that are up to 600 pixels will show the 2 slides. Okay, but as soon as your width is reduced less than the 600, then it will show only one single slide. Okay, so this is the fallback value. So whenever your device width is less than 600, it will use this information. So for example, let me set it to 5. Okay, save it. Now let me reduce the width from this to less than 600 pixels, and you can see that now we have 5 slides. Okay, now let me add few more breakpoints. Actually, one more breakpoint, that would be when window width is greater than or equal to 1024 pixels, then I will add 1024, and in this case the slides per view would become 3. So if the space is more, then we can show 3 slides as we have a lot of space. Okay, now it will still work, and let me reduce the size. Now there are 2 slides. If you reduce the size further, then it should show only 1. Let me fix it to 1. Okay, so in the smaller screens, as the space is less, so it will show only 1 slide. But if you increase the width, we have more space to fit more slides in per row. So we added 2 slides in 1 row. And similarly, if you increase the width, now we have 3 slides in 1 row. So in this example, we initialize the swiper.js slider with the default options such as slider per view and space between and pagination and navigation. These options define the initial configuration of the slider. Then we use the breakpoints option to specify different configurations for specific screen widths. The breakpoints are defined as an object where the keys represent the minimum window width at which corresponding option should be applied. In our example, we have two breakpoints. First one is when the window width is greater than or equal to 600 pixels. Typically for tablets, we set slides per view to 2 and space between to 30. This means that on tablets, the slider will display 2 slides per view with increased spacing between them. When the window width is greater than or equal to 1024 pixels, typically for desktop, we set slides per view to 3 and space between to 40. This means that on desktop screens, the slider will display 3 slides per view with even more spacing between them. By defining these breakpoints, the slider will automatically adjust its configuration based on screen size, as you saw in the browser. So as the screen width changes, the swiper.js will apply the appropriate options defined in the corresponding breakpoint. You can customize the breakpoints and options based on your specific requirements. For example, you can adjust the number of slides per view, enable or disable the certain features, or modify the navigation or pagination styles for different screen sizes. Remember to test your slider on various devices and screen sizes to ensure it behaves and appears as intended. In the next lecture, we will discuss how to optimize images for better performance in our responsive slider. If you have any questions or want to share your own experiences with adjusting slider options for different screen sizes, feel free to leave a comment below. Let's make our sliders responsive and provide an optional user experience across all devices.